Hey there, hello my friend. I'm the Hunter here from amnorhunter.com. Happy to spend some time with you on this video. This time around, we're gonna be checking out a couple of awesome new free effect plugins, and also I want to share with you one huge deal that it's available for a limited time. I believe around 2 weeks from today. So let's quickly here go through the plugins we're going to be covering up today. First, we're going to be checking out this awesome new free limited time promotion by Melda Production Audio. This is the MDynamic equalizer. It could be a great alternative to the Fab Filter Pro Q3. Also, this awesome new delay combination with reverb, modulation, tremolo, octave, and stuff. It's a free plugin by Daniel Gergely. And finally, we're gonna be checking out this huge deal and bundle by Mastering the Mix. For $35, you're gonna get 3 incredible plugins for mastering. This is the Mastering Essentials bundle, right? Here you're gonna get the levels, metering plugin, amazing stuff. I use it all the time. Also the Expose in the version 2. And finally, the smart limiter by Mastering the Mix. All right, so I will leave you all of the applicable and downloadable links in the video description and first comment, and you will also check out timestamps in case that you want to move around between the mini segments of the video, and if you're watching this video after the live stream ended. Before we begin with the content, let me invite you quickly to my website amnorhunter.com, where I have some additional freebies for you, such as some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players, about mixing with free plugins, about productivity hacks, also about how to make more music in less time. Additionally, I have some tools such as some collections of guitar impulses, some collections of drum sample packs, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out my blog or this channel, which I am updating almost daily with content like this. All right, so let me know if you are here in the live chat. I'm gonna be happy to read some of your questions or comments. Let me know also what you think of the plugins that we are about to check out. All right, so let's move on here to my project. Let's start with the awesome dynamic equalizer by Melda Production Audio. This plugin, if you are a user of the free MEQ by Melda Production Audio, it's a very similar approach and interface and workflow. Right here you have 5 bands of equalization, right, that can be used in a number of filters and type of bands and stuff. If you right click on any band, it will display this other menu where you choose the different type of filters and bands, right? Peak analog, low shelf, high shelf, low pass, high pass, notch, etc. right? And also here, if we move this a bit to the side, we can see here that the frequency, we have here the frequency, the general Q, and the gain, right? Boost or cut. This applies for each one of the bands. Of course, you can do that here with this in this window. You don't need the other one. With your mouse wheel, you can like put this slope narrower or wider, right? And you also see, of course, the frequency, decibels, and stuff like that. But here, if you right click, you have also the option to move through the different bands that you have enabled here. From the 5 bands, we're gonna check out the dynamics feature in a moment, right? Also, you have here a high pass filter and low pass filter. Pretty cool. You have the option also to listen only what this particular band is doing. If you enable auto listen and you maintain the click here, you're gonna listen only what that band is doing. All right, you disable auto listen and you're not gonna have that. You have also an analyzer that you can disable like that. You can use it in different colors and stuff. And pretty cool that you have the analyzer and this other line or curve that you have. is what you are doing to that specific part of the frequency range, right? Pretty cool. The one below, it's the normal, and the one above is the movement that you did, right? Pretty cool. If you cut, it's the same, right? You're gonna see the cut here, and pretty cool, pretty cool. That's one thing that I enjoyed a lot of this plugin. You have also a sonogram like that. Disable it very quickly and simple. You have some extra settings for the opacity, rainbow opacity, resolution, stuff like that, regarding the workflow, right, of the plugin. You can pause also, pretty cool. And you have here a dry wet functionality, pretty cool. Shift, right, you can move the control like that. Double click and it resets with the 0. You have an input and output, and of course you have a saturation like in the free one, but this also has an analog coloration here, right? It includes some cool meters here for the input and output and width as well, that you can like for instance hide some windows like this, right? Pretty cool. And let's check out, if you right click, you're gonna have here the dynamic section that you can enable or disable. For instance, if I cut here and I want to apply compression to that cut, so it dynamically cuts that part of the frequency range, you have here dynamics, which is like the threshold, then attack, which is an auto, and release, which is an auto by default, and the transient, if you want to preserve a bit more of the transient for that specific part of the frequency spectrum. So if we start to how do you say, if you start to decrease, sorry, the dynamics here, the threshold, we're gonna start to see gain reduction here, right? Negative, like that. You're gonna start to see the compression here, dynamic EQ. You have the attack for that specific band, the release, and the transient, like I said, and you can also use it as an expansion, right? If you do the opposite. For instance, if you want to boost dynamically, you're gonna do that by increasing the dynamics control here, right? Pretty cool. You have the option to use it as side chain as well, and you can use it add harmonics with this, like 1, 2, 3 different orders of harmonics. If you add here harmonics, semitones, stuff like that, right? Pretty cool equalizer. There are tons of cool presets. If you double click on anything, you're gonna have a preset here. I'm gonna put the default one and start with this drums that I have here, right? So let's begin with the drums. I'm gonna just cut some of the lower mids. Auto listen. Alright, let's apply some dynamics. You choose here. Oh, the auto is fine, auto release and attack. Before, after, before, after. Also, I forgot to mention that you have mid-side processing. So if you want to add that, you click here toolbar, you choose here L plus R, and you have options here to set it as stereo, which is normal, also mid-side if you want to affect one portion of the mix and another portion of the mix, which is the mid and sides separately. Pretty cool, right? The default is L plus R, which is stereo, right? You can hide this. So pretty cool. cutting here dynamically. If you want to, for instance, boost also dynamically, let's do that. I'm gonna apply a high pass as well to remove some of the low end. And let's boost here with a regular band, which is peak. Yeah, peak. But I'm gonna do this dynamically. Okay, gain before a bit clean in the low mid area with this cut, right? Less boxy frequencies and a bit of weight to the kick drum with this. All right, so that's pretty much it here in the drums. Let's add some saturation as well, just to test it. Cool. And it's important that we level match here the input and output with this, like before, after. Right, pretty cool. And let's use also this equalizer in these guitars. I like to get rid of annoying and problematic frequencies like resonances and stuff in the highs, with also on vocals, right? So double click here, let's find it. All right, let's reduce it. Cleaner. But I think works better, for instance, with dynamics. You hear that? Right? Okay, very small amount of compression here. Before, after, let's disable the compression. Okay, very subtle. Also, let's remove some of the lows. Also a high pass filter, very useful. Before, after. Right, that's just a couple of examples where you can use this awesome dynamic EQ by Melda Production audio. Right, let's move on with the next plugin, the other free one here on this list. It's this awesome delay that combines also reverb, modulation, octave, tremolo, all in one, right, to give you pretty cool landscapes and cool effects. So first you have here this dot that you move here, X and Y, This will give you different combinations of parameters of the configurations of these effects that I mentioned. This seed also that you add will also change different configurations and behaviors of the different effects into this plugin. And also pretty cool that everything is like double clicking, it resets by default. And also if you put your mouse in a knob, it lets you know what it does, right? Like add movement to the sound, this animate intensity, the time, of course you can set it like this to have it like 1/4, 1/8, 1/16, right? Or in terms of milliseconds. Okay, the warp will change the lengths of delays relative to the value set by delay time. And you have the makeup for the output and the dry wet control, right, from 0 to 100%. This delay is set as name your price, so if you want to support the developer, please do so. But you can download it for free as well. All right, so let's check it out here, this vocal track.
Real, tell me why you madness with me. Hate always keeps you high. Come on, in another life. There's no real. Tell me why you madness.
Right, it changed pretty drastically if you move this white circle around here.
Tell me why you madness with me.
Right.
Hating always keeps you high.
Change the seed.
Find me in another life. Real, tell me why you share your madness.
It added some resonances.
Real, tell me why you share your madness with me. Hating always keeps you high. Come find me. Real, tell me why you share your madness with me. Hating always keeps you high. Come find me in another life. Real, tell me why you share your madness with me.
Let's put
Hating
0
always
here.
keeps you high. Come find me in another life.
Right, pretty cool delay by Daniel Gergely, or Gergely. Sorry if I mispronounced your name, Daniel. All right, so let's move on with the next set of plugins bundle that it's available for a limited time on a huge promotion at Plugin Boutique, and it's by Mastering the Mix. This bundle includes 3 plugins, right? The limiter, the levels, smart metering plugin, and the Expose 2 that will let you know potential problems that your master might have and how you can fix it. Also pretty cool. So let's start with the limiter. I have it here in the master channel. So I have tested and used this plugin here before on the channel. Pretty smart, pretty simple to use for quick results, quick and effective, right? So first you choose here the preset, at which platform you want to master this track. For instance, let's choose Spotify, like the standard, and you should play the audio with the plugin on in the busiest part of your song, the loudest part of your song, which normally is the chorus where everything is being played, right? And all of the elements are playing together and stuff. So the chorus is a good idea to start with. So we analyze, the plugin starts to analyze with the algorithm, and it will let you know the parameters that you need to set for that preset to get to that preset. effectively, it will give you the attack, the link, and also the ceiling, right? And you need to put that knob in that specific pointer that it gives you. Also, it will let you know to add gain. It will have here a white like rectangle, where that's the safe area where you need to put this input gain, right? It will also let you know like the gain reduction here, and also the dynamic range, the LUFS, and decibel true peak. You can listen the effect of the limiting here and disable the limiter, right? So let's use it here on this song. By the way, I'm gonna lower the output for you, so lower a bit the volume on your headphones or monitors, because this will increase the loudness. So let's analyze to Spotify. Right? So we need to set the attack here, link, and ceiling, which is -1. So we start to increase the gain here to this white area, and we need, if we are inside these areas here at the right, we are good to go. Of course, pay attention and listen to the audio. Make sure to not lose the impact of the drums, and to not get pumping effect and stuff like that. But you should be good if you follow these indications. The effect of the limiting here, the gain reduction, and you see also the peaks that are being limited. There's no place to hide. Find me. Alright, so it should be good. Of course, this song, it's not like fully mixed or something. It's yeah, it's not fully mixed, so probably some mistakes might appear down the line. So after we limit the mix, we can use the other plugin after the limiter, the levels, to know in terms of like metering what's going on with our master, right? In terms of peaks, and also LUFS, dynamic range, the bass space. Also, it will let us know if we have too much low end on our mix, loudness range, and stereo field as well. So this has also some other options, like you can mono the mix, you can listen only the left, only the right, or the sides, or the mid image of your mix, right? So let's analyze this mix. I'm gonna lower the volume a bit here. If you are in green, you are good to go, right? Also, you have presets here, for instance, mastering for Spotify. And you can take like make decisions based on this. Maybe lower a bit the gain on your limiter, then the LUFS, short term, and this one is okay. This one is in red, and the dynamic range. So the ones that are good are gonna appear in green. Then the bass space here, it will let you know here to mute the kick and bass. Let's do that. So we mute the kick and all of the bass sounds Alright, and once that you do that, you click here done, and it will start to analyze.
Tell me why you share your madness with me. Hating always keeps you high.
Alright, so it seems that everything is good. If you start to see red here, you might start to I might want to pay attention to the different frequency ranges and do that something with your mix, right? So without the kick drum and bass, which is the low end, the mix should be fine here.
Tell me why you share your madness with me.
Right? It seems that it's good, so let's go back to normal.
Tell me
Loudness range.
why you share your madness with.
And finally, stereo field.
Tell me
Like the correlation between the right and left speaker, stuff like that.
tell me
You can listen with this filter, like from 200 hertz and below.
there's no place to hide. Find me.
The sides,
Why you share your
the center of
madness with me.
pretty cool. And with this, you export the track if you are good to go. And you have another plugin on this bundle that we're going to be checking out today. So it's the Expose, the version 2, right? This is the latest version of the plugin. So I already exported the track. I imported the track here. You can browse files or drag and drop the file into the plugin, and this will analyze 4 main things of your mix, right? If you can play the song, of course, here, but this feedback or F that you have here will, once that it analyzes the track fully, you're gonna have here loudness analysis. For instance, it says here the LUFS integrated target is -12 LUFS. Adjust your limiter input gain by -1.5 decibels to achieve an average loudness of -12, or do the other thing. When you are in red here, those are alerts, but if you are in blue, it means that you are pretty much fine. Peak says here the decibels true peak target is -0.1 decibel true peak. Adjust your limiter output by gain by 0.40 decibels to achieve a maximum peak of -0.1 decibel true peak. And here, for instance, I have problems in different parts of the mix with the stereo. It says here your audio has moments where it strongly favors the left or the right channel, and it will indicate what you can do about it, right, in this parts of your mix. And this is not a fully mixed song, so there are probably some things that are out of balance. The stereo field and also dynamics. It says your audio has a good short-term dynamic range, maximum for this preset, right? This is not a plugin. This is an app, a standalone outside the DAW, but it would be cool to have it as a VST as well. And you choose here also the different presets for the mastering, and also you can add more tracks. Of course, you can drop a lot of tracks here to analyze them, and you can also compare the EQ curves. For instance, Another Life is the track that I exported, and if you compare it with the balanced master here, with these presets that you have, balanced master, electronic. If you choose your genre, like for instance heart, right here, you will have a comparison EQ curve. If your line is here, it says it has more energy than the reference track or preset, so you should lower a bit the lows and stuff, right? You can hide this, pretty cool. So yeah, that's the Expose 2 by Mastering the Mix, that it's also included in this bundle. Let me know what you think of this plugins. Let me know If you are enjoying the free ones or these mastering the mix plugins as well, I'm gonna be happy to read your comments about them. Let me know your honest opinions, right? And if you have a question also, I'm gonna be happy to answer it. So I see here acoustics. Hello, Amner says fantastic EQ. I downloaded it yesterday. Hello acoustic, and glad you have it already, man. Santiago Barceló says, hola Amner, todo lo de Melda es bueno. Correct. I agree with Santiago. He says that everything about Melda Production is awesome, and I agree. I'm gonna make the Spanish version of this video in a couple hours, right? So thanks a lot for watching, my friend. I really appreciate it. Before I let you go, let me invite you one last time to my website, MDynamicEq.com, where I have some additional freebies for you, such as some free PDF guides and ebooks for music producers and guitar players. Also some free tools, such as some collections of guitar impulses, some collections of drum sample packs, among other utilities. And finally, don't forget to check out the blog or this channel, which I am updating almost daily with content like this. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care, and I will see you very soon in the next video. All right, bye bye.